Go ahead, Mr. Bolden.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, if I could get you to raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm your testimony in the matter pending before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down, ma'am. Can you start off by stating your name and spelling it for our court reporter, please?
Karen Williams, KarenWilliams.
And Miss Williams, in what town do you currently live?
In Warner Robins, Georgia.
How far away is that?
About 2.5 hours away.
Did you come up to Athens yesterday?
Yes.
Now, Miss Williams, I want to take you back to 2001. Were you living in Athens at that time?
Yes.
And do you remember the address where you were living?
East Campus, University Apartments, I believe.
Okay. Back then, ma'am, were you married?
Yes.
Who were you married to?
Trey Bryant.
Okay. And so was your name Karen Bryant?
Yes, sir.
Your husband at the time, Trey, what did he do for a living?
He worked for Schumann Record Service, driving a tow truck.
Miss Williams, want to ask you to try and remember back to January of 2001. Back then, do you recall talking to the police about an incident that had occurred in Deer Park?
Somewhat.
Okay. And do you actually recall, let me ask you something that happened a little bit more recently. Do you remember speaking with me a couple weeks ago?
Yes.
When I drove down to your house?
Yes.
And after meeting with me, did I send you a copy of a police report as well as an audio recording?
Yes.
Okay. And did you have a chance to review those?
Yes.
Okay. Did reading that report and listening to that audio help refresh your recollection as to the specificity of what you discussed with the police that day?
Somewhat.
Okay. Well, what were you talking to the police about?
On that date, I guess suspicious activity that I believed that was going on early in the morning that just didn't look kind of out of the normal to me.
Okay. What, if anything, and I'm going to ask you to go into a little bit more detail, ma'am, what exactly, let me back up. Do you recall being with your husband, Trey, your husband at the time, Trey, in Deer Park on the morning of January the 19th, 2001?
Yes.
Okay. And why had you gone there?
I believe we went to tow a car.
Okay. And what, if anything, did you see? I'm sorry, let me back up once again. Do you remember whether or not you assisted your husband at the time in towing that car?
I don't believe I got out of the tow truck.
Okay. And what, if anything, did you observe when you were sitting in the boat and in the tow truck?
Well, I remember seeing somebody walking past the wrecker, and then I also remember vaguely someone riding a bicycle, but I mostly recall somebody walking through near the wrecker or in front of it.
Okay. Do you recall any description of that individual?
Not at this day. Back then, yes, but to this day.
Okay. And again, having had a chance to listen to that audio that I sent you a few weeks ago, did that help refresh your recollection about the description that you had seen?
Somewhat, yes, sir.
What, if anything, do you remember as you sit here today?
Well, looking at the sketch and stuff, I vaguely remember doing that, but I know that whatever that I had said or done back then was what I remember.
Do you think it might help refresh your recollection again if you were able to listen to the audio one more time?
It could.
Can Mr. Cruz and I approach?
You may. Another bathroom break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take another brief break, and it'll be certainly a bathroom break. There are snacks, of course, in the jury room. Don't discuss the case. We'll be with you in 10 minutes. Thank you. Yes. Y'all may be, everyone may be seated.
Good to go? Okay. For the record, Your Honor, I am going to play what's been marked at this point as State's Exhibit 98.
All right.
For Ms. Williams. I don't know if it needs to go to lawyer left.
Wait. Okay.
I apologize.
This is Detective Fitzgerald. I'm at 665 East Campus Road, apartment number 21, the residence of Trey and Karen Bryant. And this is January 22nd at about 1:35 in the afternoon. Karen, what's your date of birth?
5/1973.
And your social security number?
254 55 53 68.
And do you work anywhere?
No.
And we spoke earlier on the phone about why we needed to speak to you, and that's because you were riding with your husband last Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And can you just start and tell me what happened whenever you got, or what were you doing, and then what happened afterwards?
We went to pick up a Dodge Stealth. I don't remember the address right off. We arrived there about 8:15.
Do you recall the street that you was on where you picked up the car?
I don't know the name of the street.
I don't know the name of the street. How did you get there?
My husband got directions from the dispatcher.
Okay. And you were riding with your husband?
Yeah, I was right with him.
Was he the tow truck driver for
Mr. Sheeman.
the 517? Okay. So you was riding with your husband, and do you know the name of the apartment complex y'all went into?
Deer Park.
Okay, but you don't know the name of the street.
Deer Park up Cooper Road.
You know, once you turned off of Lexington Road, you know what street you turned on to there?
Cooper Road.
Okay, but then off of Cooper Road, you don't know which one it was.
It was the first road on the way to the right.
Okay, first road to the right. So you went down there to pick up a car.
Yep.
Okay, do you remember what time that you got down there to pick up the car?
About 8:15.
About 8:15. Now, once you got there, did you help your husband load up the car, or did you just stay in the truck?
No, I just stayed in the truck.
You got there at 8:15. You stayed in the truck. What did you see after that?
While he was loading the car, I saw a black male walk from the road that connects right in front of it. He was probably in his teens, early 20s. And he just walked past the wrecker and kind of looked at the wrecker and just kept walking.
So he come out the street that was just down below you.
Yeah, across
He come out that street and walked towards you and then past the wreck.
the past the wrecker.
Did you see where he went to after that?
No. I just watched him until I could see him and he went through the mirror. Because I didn't know whether he was going to get the money or something.
What brought his attention to you?
Well, he was walking by himself and it was about 8:20, somewhere like that in the morning. And it just looked odd in the neighborhood. I mean, he was black and he was walking by himself and he was dressed like, a bright orange jacket or sweatshirt. He looked wide awake. It just looked like,
Could you tell what color pants he had on?
I believe they were real baggy blue jeans.
Were they blue or?
They're just medium blue. I know he had a lot of hair on his head. He had long sideburns. And I believe he had some facial hair.
Just like a little scraggly beard or a
Yeah.
full beard?
Like a goatee kind of.
Okay. You talked about the hair on his head. So that was kind of long,
Yeah. Bushy.
wild looking, or
Yeah. Like an afro.
was it real big afro?
Not real
like
big.
In the 70s or?
Not real big. It was probably 2 or 3 inches off his head.
Was it,
He didn't wear a hat or anything.
was it neatly kept or was it just kind of like?
It looked like it was kind of neat.
Now so it was an orange jacket or a sweatshirt?
It was bright orange.
Like any writing on it or anything like that? Could you see his bare arms?
No, it was cold at night. It was just bright orange jacket. I couldn't tell what he had on underneath. It was cold at night.
You couldn't see his arms.
He looked about 21, maybe 2 years younger.
How tall do you think he was?
Probably 5'6".
How much do you think he weighed?
He was he wasn't thin and he had a full face. Probably around 220.
Was it kind of husky or?
He was kind of big bone.
Was it kind of at weight? Was it kind of like lanky or?
In the face, I mean, I can't say what he was like under his jacket, but he was kind of heavy. Not real heavy, but he was moisturized. He was not much stomach as far as I could see.
And he walked past the record.
Walked past the record, looked in the record, and just kept walking.
And you watched him out the rearview mirror. You couldn't see him anymore.
Out of the side mirror.
And did he stay on the street the whole time?
The whole
Once
time
he got by the record?
I seen him. He was walking on the right hand side of the street.
What about when you first saw him? Was he on the street then?
Yeah, he was on the right side of the street coming from the other road. He stayed on the right side. He didn't get the door. He stayed from the right side.
Did he put it behind any houses or anything?
If there's a curb and I could often say it's just, I noticed him walking only 50, 75 yards from the stop sign.
And how old again did you say he probably was?
He's in his late teens, early 20s. He looked too old to be in high school. But not too much older than that.
Was he carrying anything?
of anything.
Did you see anybody else?
That's the only person I've seen for doing it.
And once your husband loaded up the car you were there to pick up, was there anything?
I'm trying to think whether we went out that road that was seen him walking down and went back out the way we came. I think we came back out the way we came.
You had to go down and turn around and come back out.
Yeah, I think we actually turned in that road and backed up and went back out the same way. Yeah, I didn't see him.
So when you went back out that way, you didn't see where he had gone to or where he was at that time.
I mean, he wasn't running, but he was walking in a moderate pace.
Was it jogging or anything like that?
No, he wasn't driving, but he was walking.
Is there anything else you remember?
Well, the girl next door did well. He picked up the cell. She came home.
Did she say anything to you?
She was just pulled up.
What did she do when she pulled up?
She just went inside the house.
Anything else?
You know,
Did you tell what kind of shoes that guy had on?
the pants were real kind of big at the bottom. I couldn't say.
You said they were kind of like a medium colored blue jeans.
Yeah, medium to dark, not real dark, but like medium dark.
But the
I remember
color you
that.
have on or darker than that?
It'll be a little bit darker than the blue jeans I have on. But I remember his back that color on.
That's pretty bright.
Yeah, it was bright. It was bright orange. Yeah.
Didn't see his arms. His arms were covered. Anything else? I'm the interview there about 1:45.
You ready for the jury to come back in? All right, very good. Could you have the jury come in, please? Please be seated, everyone. Mr. Bolden, you may proceed.
Excuse me. Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Williams, having had the chance to listen to the audio that we just played, having had the opportunity to do that again, do you have a specific recollection about speaking to the police back on January the 22nd of 2001?
Vaguely.
Vaguely. Is there a particular reason why you may have a hard time recalling your time in Athens, ma'am? Just generally?
It was 25 years ago, and I witnessed some trauma on my own. So there's a lot of things that I don't recall back from 25, 30 years ago.
And would the passage of time and your own particular circumstances make it difficult for you to testify fully and accurately as to what you said back then?
No, not at all. If anything I would have said or done back.
Well, and let me ask that question again. Would
you have an objection, Mr. Cruz?
Ms. Williams, my question is this. As you sit here today, is your ability to fully and accurately recall what you told the police back in January of 2001 affected by the passage of time and what happened then?
Yes.
In the recording that you just listened to, did you recognize your voice on that?
Yes.
And did you give the officer true and accurate information as it might relate to your social security number and address?
Of course, yes.
I do have a objection leading, Your Honor.
All right. Any response to the objection about leading, Mr. Bolden, before I make a ruling?
I mean, it's a yes, no question. It doesn't prompt her for the answer. I don't think by definition it is a leading question.
I'm going to overrule the objection. You may continue.
Ms. Williams, in that recording, did you give the officer true and accurate information relating to your husband's, at the time, Mr. Bryant's occupation?
Yes.
Ms. Williams, back on January the 22nd of 2001, would your statements to the officer have been fresh in your memory?
Yes.
And would the statements that you provided to the officer have been correct to the best of your ability at that time?
Yes.
And Your Honor, at this time, I'm going to move to allow States 98 to be played for the jury under OCGA 24-8-8035.
All right. Any objection from the defense?
I would just ask that it's moved into evidence, but otherwise, no.
All right. Thank you. I'll allow you to play it. Can I just see counsel to bench real briefly? Yes. Okay. All right. And so there's an agreement upon admission into evidence. Is that correct? All right. And we just have to see what number that is. I think it's number for the state 97, 98. Okay. So 98 is admitted without objection. That's 97. Wow.
They say,
And we spoke earlier on the phone about why we needed to speak to you, and that was because you were riding with your husband last Friday. And can you just start and tell me what happened whenever you got, or what were you doing, and then what happened afterwards?
we went to pick up a Dodge Stealth. I don't remember the address right off. We arrived there about 8:15.
Do you recall the street that you was on where you picked up the car?
I don't know the name of the street.
How did you get there?
My husband driver got directions from the dispatcher.
And you were riding with your
Yeah.
husband?
I was riding with him.
Was he the tow truck driver for
Mr. Sheehan.
the 5.2? Okay. So you was riding with your husband, and do you know the name of the apartment complex y'all went into?
Deer Park.
Okay, but you don't know the name of the street.
Deer Park up to the road.
Okay, now once you turned off of Lexington Road, you know what street you turned on to there?
Cooper Road.
Okay, but then off of Cooper Road, you don't know which one it was.
It was the first road that led to the right.
Okay, first road to the right. So you went down there to pick up a car.
And That's
Do you remember what time that you got down there to pick up the car?
about 8:15.
About 8:15. Now, once you got there, did you help your husband load up the car, or did you just stay in the truck?
No, I just stayed in the truck.
You got there at 8:15. You stayed in the truck. What did you see after that?
While he was loading the car, I saw a black male walk from the road that connects right in front of it. He was probably in his late teens, early 20s. And he just walked past the wrecker and kind of looked at the wrecker and just kept walking.
So he come out the street that was just down below you.
Yeah, across
He come out that street and walked towards you and then past the wrecker.
and past the wrecker.
Did you see where he went to after that?
No. I just watched him until I could see him anymore through the mirror. Because I didn't know whether he was going to get the money or something.
What brought his attention to you?
Well, he was walking by himself, and it was about 8:20, somewhere like that in the morning, and it just looked odd in the neighborhood. And like he was black, and he was walking by himself, and he was dressed like, you know, a bright orange jacket or sweatshirt. He looked wide awake. It looked like.
Did you tell what color pants he had on?
I believe they were real baggy blue things.
Were they blue, or
They're just medium blue. I know he had a lot of hair on his head. He had long sideburns. And I believe he had some facial hair on the mouth.
just like a little scraggly beard, or a
Yeah.
full beard?
Like a goatee kind of.
Okay. He stuck like a hair on his head. So that was kind of long,
Yeah. Bushy.
wild looking, or
Yeah. Like an afro.
was it real big after?
Not real big.
In the 70s, or?
Not real big. It was probably 2 or 3 inches off his head.
Was it,
He didn't wear a hat or anything.
was it neatly kept, or was it just kind of like?
It looked like it was kind of neat.
Now, there was an orange jacket or a sweatshirt.
It was bright orange.
Right on. Any writing on it or anything like that? Could you see his bare arms?
No, it was cold that day. It was just a bright orange jacket. I couldn't tell what he had on underneath. It was cold that day.
You couldn't see his arms.
He looked about 21, maybe 2 years younger.
How tall do you think he was?
Probably 5'6".
How much do you think he weighed?
He was kind of, he wasn't thin, and he had a full face. Probably around 220.
Was it kind of husky, or?
Was kind of big bone.
Kind of being that height and that weight, was he kind of like lanky, or?
In the face, I mean, I couldn't say what he was like under his jacket, but he was kind of heavy. Not real heavy, but he was moisturized. And he was much more stunning as far as I could see.
He walked past the wrecker.
Walked past the wrecker, looked in the wrecker, kind of, and just kept walking.
And you watched him out the rearview mirror. You couldn't see him anymore.
Out of the side.
But did he stay on the street the whole time?
The whole
Once
time,
he got by the wrecker?
yeah, I seen him. He was walking on the right hand side of the street.
What about when you first saw him? Was he on the street then?
Yeah, he was on the right side of the street coming from the other road. He stayed on the right side. He didn't get in the middle. He kind of just came to the right side.
Did he put it behind any houses or anything?
curb and I could say it just, I noticed him walking probably 50, 75 yards from the stop sign.
And how old again you said you probably was?
He's in his late teens, early 20s. He looked too old to be in high school. But not too much older than that.
Was he carrying anything?
No, he didn't have anything.
Did you see anybody else?
That's the only person I seen for morning.
Once your husband loaded up the car you was there to pick up, what did you think?
I'm trying to think whether we went out that road that we seen him walking down and went back out the way we came. I think we came back out the way we came.
You had to go down and turn around and
On the
go back out.
Yeah, I think we actually turned in that road and backed up and went back out the same way. Yeah, I didn't see him.
So when you went back out that way, you didn't see where he had gone to or where he was at that time.
And he wasn't running, but he was walking at some moderate pace.
Was he jogging or anything like that?
No, he wasn't jogging, but he was walking.
Is there anything else you remember?
The girl next door did where we picked up herself. She came home.
Did she say anything to you? Or?
She was just pulled up.
What did she do when she pulled up?
She just went inside the house.
Anything else?
You know,
Did you tell what kind of shoes that guy had on?
the pants were real kind of big at bottom. I couldn't say.
You said they were kind of like a medium colored blue jeans.
Yeah, medium to dark, not real dark, but about medium dark.
But the
I remember
color you
that.
have on or darker than that?
It'll be a little bit darker than the blue jeans I have on. But I remember his that's all I want.
That's pretty bright.
Yeah, it was bright. It was bright orange. Yeah.
Didn't see his arms. He on the color. Anything else? In the interview there about 1:45.
Ms. Williams, several days after making that statement, do you recall traveling to the Athens-Clarke County Police Department to provide a description of the individual that you were referencing in that interview to a forensic sketch artist?
Yes.
You do? I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time.
Yes.
And when I, again, a few weeks ago, provided you with a copy of a police report and that audio that we just listened to, did I also provide you a copy of a police sketch?
Yes.
Did you have an opportunity to look at that?
Yes.
Can I approach your honor?
May.
This has been marked as State's Exhibit 99. Do you recognize that, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. What is State's Exhibit 99?
It's a sketch.
By the sketch, do you mean the sketch that you provided to
Yes.
the sketch artist a few days after that interview? we just
Correct.
listened to? Contender State's 99, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
It is admitted.
And if I can. I'll publish that at this time, Your Honor, if I could use the Elmo. So again, Ms. Williams, this is States 99 that's just been tendered into evidence. And again, just to be clear, is this the sketch that you are the sketch based on your description to the sketch artist back on January 27th of 2001?
Yes.
Those are all the questions I have for you, ma'am. Mr. Cruz may have some questions.
Cross-examination, Mr. Cruz.
Good morning, Mr. Bryant. I'm sorry. Mr. Williams, please read me. Is it Mrs.? Miss Williams? Well, good morning, Miss Williams. My name is Ahmad Cruz. I represent Mr. Edrick Faust. Before we get started, I have water here. Do you need anything?
No, thank you.
Okay. Is it okay if I ask you a couple of questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it fair to say that you've had opportunity to hear your recording from 25 years ago twice today?
Yes.
Okay. And the state also played it for you before court as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
And to any of the questions that I ask, if you don't know the answer, you could just say, I don't know. Now, this interview with you was conducted on January 22nd, 2001, correct?
Yes.
And they were interviewing you about what you saw on Friday, January 19th, 2001. Is that correct?
Yes.
And we've established that you and your ex-husband, you all were in Deer Park picking up a car, correct? And the street that you all were on was Deer Parkway, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Court's indulgence. Your Honor, I would move pursuant to OCGA section 24-2 dash 201B 1 and 2 to admit defense exhibit 19. Excuse me, for the honorable court to take, excuse me, for the honorable court to take judicial notice of defense exhibit 18. It is 19?
Thank you.
May I approach, Your Honor, with the statute as well as the exhibit?
You may.
Correct. You don't have any? Okay, just.
I don't need the statute. I've got it right here.
Just to be clear, I don't know that's something that judicial notice could be taken of, but I don't have any objection to his exhibit being given.
Okay, so let me ask this question, Mr. Cruz. You're asking to tender D-19, but you're asking the court to take judicial notice of it.
I'm marking it as D-19, but I'm asking.
Okay, and can you give the court an explanation of why judicial notice is necessary?
Absolutely. So the statute provides that the judicial, OCGA section 24-2-201 B1 and 2, which are relevant. The honorable court could choose any one. A judicially noticed fact shall be a fact which is not subject to reasonable dispute, and that it is either one, generally known within the territorial jurisdiction of the honorable court. As the honorable court is aware, your honor is the most powerful in Clark County. This is your jurisdiction. Deer Park, the neighborhood, is in Clark County, and we've previously admitted D12, and testimony has established that D12 is off of Cooper Road, which is shown in D19. Both parties are undisputed. As Mr. Bowden just stated, he was unopposed to the honorable court, or he was unopposed to this photograph. So under 1, we would ask the honorable court to take judicial notice. Under B, it is capable of accurate and ready determination by resort to sources whose accuracy cannot reasonably be questioned. Your honor, you could find this overview as well on Google. So we would say that we meet 24-2-201 B 1 and 2. D provides a court shall take judicial notice if requested by a party and provided with the necessary information. So what we have here, we have the houses, we have the street here, Cooper Road, we have East Meadow Road, we have Deer Parkway, we have Deer Park Drive, and we have Fun Drive. So that's why we're asking for judicial notice, your honor.
Mr. Cruz, let me ask you this question. I will admit D19 without objection as a D19, but let me ask you about the issue of your requesting the court take judicial notice. What exactly are you asking the court to take judicial notice of?
Well, I would say this: if the honorable court is admitting the exhibit, judicial notice is not an issue.
All right, then I will just admit the exhibit
Yes, ma'am.
as D19 without objection.
Yes, ma'am.
We
Thank
will
you, Your
not
Honor.
deal with judicial notice.
Yes, ma'am.
Go
Thank you.
ahead, sir.
And I believe the last question I asked.
Y'all, I just got to cut in right quick in here because I just, sometimes judicial notice, right? Oh my gosh, why did Daryl Brooks come in my head? I'm like, oh my gosh, is this lawyer is not being Daryl Brooks up in here, right? Oh gosh, I'm like, okay, we gonna hear grounds and oh gosh, subject to what was this other one that he used to always say? Subject to district or something like that. Oh gosh, I don't know his exact wording, but I don't know. When I heard him say this judicial notice, oh, my brain went to Daryl Brooks, and I was like, oh, I'm having flashbacks. PST. Oh gosh, the judge it's like he throwing it all. Now I know my guy. I know he working hard and I know he doing it, but I don't become a DB up here. I am really, really, really hoping that he's not going to cause me this type of stuff. I'm like, in a minute we gonna hear grounds, object, sustain, judicial notice. Oh my gosh, subject or what was it? Juridistrict. Can't say it. Juridistrict. Y'all know what I'm saying. That J word, jurisdiction. I can say it when I'm not thinking about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't say it. So whatever. Y'all know that word. Oh my goodness. Like, oh, when he said that, I just had a mental flashback. Like, oh no. Oh gosh. Here we go, guys. Sorry about that.
You, Miss Williams, is the street that you all were on was Deer Parkway. Is that correct? And Now I'd like to show you what has been marked as Defense Exhibit 12, as well as Defense Exhibit 19, if that's okay. On Defense Exhibit 19, do you recognize where you were located on Deer Parkway at the time that you saw the gentleman of the sketch?
No, I wasn't much of a driver back then, so I really didn't pay too much attention to the street names. That was more of my husband.
That's fair.
So I was just
But would you agree that Deer Parkway is on that map?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Excellent. Your Honor, I would like to publish D19 to members of the jury.
Granted,
yes.
you want to put it on the overhead. Okay.
Ms. Williams, are you able to see Defense Exhibit 19?
Repeat that, please.
Yes, ma'am. Are you able to see Defense Exhibit 19?
Yes,
And would you agree that this street here that my finger is following is Deer Parkway?
yes,
Do you recall the location from which street the gentleman was walking from?
no,
The black male that you saw walking, you would agree that he walked past the record?
correct.
Okay, he was not running.
No,
And you watched him walk until you couldn't see him anymore. Is that correct?
correct.
And at no time did you see him running?
Not to my recollection, no.
Let's talk about what he was wearing, okay? The gentleman you saw was wearing a bright orange jacket or sweatshirt.
Correct.
Okay. And how long did you stay in Athens?
Do what do?
How long did you stay in Athens?
I was born and raised here, so I've been in Athens since '73, and I left Athens 4 years ago.
Okay, excellent. So your whole life, pretty much.
Right.
Would you agree, in Bulldog country, if you're trying to be hidden, you don't wear orange?
Your Honor, I would object to the speculative nature of that question.
I'm going to sustain that objection.
Sure. I'll rephrase the question. The gentleman was wearing a bright orange jacket or sweatshirt.
Correct.
Is it fair to say that the bright orange jacket was easily noticeable?
Yes.
Would you have any reason to disagree that you described the jacket as bright as one of the orange stickers that's attached to an electrical cord?
No, it's not like a bright reflective orange. It's like a dull, like really bright, like a running suit type reflective, just a kind of orange.
Are you certain about that?
I believe so. Yes.
And you stated that the person was wearing real baggy, medium colored blue jeans.
Correct.
And because of the jacket that the individual was wearing, you could not see the individual's bare arms. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you would agree, while this gentleman walked past the wrecker, he was walking on the right side of the street?
From my recollection from today.
But it's fair to say 25 years ago, you got a good look at this gentleman, right?
25 years ago, yes.
You stated that the black man was around 5'6" or 5'7". Is that correct?
Correct.
You stated that he was not a thin guy. Is that correct?
Excuse me?
You stated that he was not a thin guy.
Correct.
You stated that he had a heavy looking face. Is that correct?
Yes.
And he appeared to weigh around 220 pounds.
Yes.
And he was big boned.
Yes.
Do you recall being asked if he was carrying anything?
I don't recall to this date, but if it was in my statement, reviewing my statements, everything accurate and correct.
Everything is accurate.
Yes.
So if it's not in your statement, that means that did not occur.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't know?
No, correct.
He was also not wearing a hat, correct?
To the best of my knowledge, no.
So is it fair to say that his face was fully visible?
Correct.
When he walked past your vehicle, he made no effort to not be seen.
No.
He did not change directions when he saw you. Is that correct?
I don't believe so.
And you would agree he was walking at a regular pace?
Correct.
And he was walking on the roadway,
Correct.
which was open and visible.
Correct.
There was nothing, or is it fair to say that there was nothing about his appearance that would prevent recognition?
No. No.
Now, the information you gave in your statement, is that the same information you gave to the sketch artist?
Correct.
Okay. So I have a question for you, and I believe this has been published to the jury. Court's indulgence, Your Honor. All right, so I have a question for you. You see how my ears kind of poke out a little bit? At what point in your statement did you describe this individual's ears? Did you hear any description of his ears?
Can't recall.
Okay. In regards to his nose shape, do you recall hearing anything about this individual's nose shape?
I don't recall.
In regards to this individual's eye shape, do you recall saying anything about this individual's eye shape?
Are you saying?
Do you recall stating to law enforcement the person's eye shape?
Oh, yes, of course. All of that. Yeah, I thought you meant seeing or saying. Yes, I described all that myself.
So in your statement, you described his eye shape.
Mhm.
Okay. And Your Honor, I would like to play State's Exhibit 97. And if you will, Miss Williams, when we get to the
99.
Oh, no. Please forgive me. Mr. Williams, I am going to play what's previously been admitted as State's Exhibit 98. When we get to your description of this individual's ears, when we get to the description of this individual's nose, anyone you hear first. When we get to the description of this individual's lips, when we get to the description of this individual's eyebrows, you just give me a thumbs up, okay? And we'll stop the recording at that point. Is that fair?
Okay.
Okay. Court's indulgence.
You may. redirect it. Mr. Cruz may have a strategy. Trump may do that.
Thank you so much, Susie. I truly, truly appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I surely, 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 surely appreciate it. Yeah, so guys, I do have all the documents in regards to the backstory and issues for this, and we'll set up a separate stream for it after we get out of court today. Just wanted to kind of keep them separated. So we'll go over all the documents. And yeah, now I know why everything is so feisty. Like I told y'all before earlier when we started the stream that, yeah, I haven't read why they wanted this to happen, but I got the documents and y'all know me. I'm just going to read it fresh off the cuff with y'all and we'll go from there. So it should be a fun time later.
No.
And we spoke earlier on the phone about why we needed to speak to you, and that was because you were riding with your husband last Friday. And can you just start and tell me what happened whenever you got, or what were you doing, and then what happened afterwards?
We went to pick up a Dodge Stealth. I don't remember the address right off. We arrived there about 8:15.
Do you recall the street that you was on where you picked up the car?
I don't know the name of the street.
I don't know the name of the street. How did you get there?
My husband tried to get directions from the dispatcher.
Okay. And you were riding with your husband?
Yeah, I was right with him.
Was he the tow truck driver for
Mr. Sheehan.
the 512? Okay. So you was riding with your husband, and do you know the name of the apartment complex y'all went into?
Deer Park.
Okay, but you don't know the name of the streets.
This is just Deer Park up Cooper Road.
Okay, now once you turned off of Lexington Road, do you know what street you turned on to there?
Cooper Road.
Okay, but then off of Cooper Road, you don't know which one it was.
It was the first road I went to the light.
Okay, first road to the right. So you went down there to pick up the car.
Yep.
And do you remember what time that you got down there to pick up the car?
About 8:15.
About 8:15. Okay, now once you got there, did you help your husband load up the car, or did you just stay in the truck?
No, I just stayed in the truck.
You got there at 8:15. You stayed in the truck. And what did you see after that?
While he was loading the car, I saw a black male walk from the road that connects right in front of it. He was probably in his late teens, early 20s. And he just walked past the wrecker and kind of looked at the wrecker and just kept walking.
So he come out the street that was just down below you.
Yeah, across
He come out that street and walked towards you and then past the wrecker.
the past the wrecker.
Did you see where he went to after that?
No. I just watched him until I could see him and he went to the mill. Because I didn't know whether he was going to get the money or something.
What brought his attention to you?
Well, he was walking by himself and it was about 8:20, somewhere like that in the morning. And it just looked odd in the neighborhood. I mean, he was black and he was walking by himself and he was dressed like, a bright orange jacket or sweatshirt. He looked wide awake. It just looked like.
Did you tell what color pants he had on?
I believe they were real baggy blue jeans.
Let's stop it there for a second. I do have a question I want to go back to you on. Did you hear yourself say he has on a bright orange jacket?
I just heard orange jacket.
Okay, that's fair. Thank you.
I'm a little older. I still can't hear that well, but
That's fair.
Were they blue or?
No, just medium blue. I know he had a lot of hair on his head. He had long sideburns. And I believe he had some facial hair on the mouth.
Just like a little scraggly beard or a
Yeah.
full beard?
Like a goatee kind of.
Okay. You talked about the hair on his head. So that was kind of long?
Yeah. Bushy.
Wild looking?
Yeah. Like an afro.
Was it real big afro?
Not real big.
In the 70s or?
Not real big. It was probably 2 or 3 inches off his head.
Was it,
He didn't wear a hat or anything.
was it neatly kept or was it just kind of like?
It looked like it was kind of neat.
Now there's an orange jacket or a sweatshirt?
It was bright orange.
I don't, any writing on it or anything like that? Could you see his bare arms?
No. It was cold that day. It was just bright orange jacket. I couldn't tell where he had on underneath. It was cold that day.
You couldn't see his arms.
He looked about 21. Maybe 2 years younger.
How tall do you think he was?
Probably 5'6".
How much do you think he weighed?
He was he wasn't thin and he had a full face. Probably around 220.
Was it kind of husky or?
Much, kind of big bone.
Was it kind of being that height and that weight? Was it kind of like lanky or?
In the face, I mean, I can't say what he was like under his jacket, but it was kind of heavy. Not real heavy, but he was moisturized. I mean, it was not much stomach as far as I could see.
Then he walked past the wrecker.
Walked past the wrecker, looked in the wrecker, kind of just kept walking.
watched him out the rearview mirror. Yeah, you couldn't see him anymore.
Out of the side. Down the side, yeah.
But did he stay on the street the whole time?
The whole
Was
time
he out by the record?
yeah, I seen him. He was walking on the right hand side of the street.
What about when you first saw him? Was he on the street then?
Yeah, he was on the right side of the street coming from the other road. He stayed on the right side, and it didn't go anything. He just moved to the right side.
Did he put it behind any houses or anything?
But there's a curve, and I'll just say it's just, I noticed him walking almost 50, 75 yards from the stop sign.
And how old did you say he probably was?
He's in his late teens, early 20s. He looked too old to be in high school. But not too much older than that.
Was he carrying anything?
No, he didn't have anything.
Did you see anybody else?
That's the only person I seen this morning.
And once your husband loaded up the car you were there to pick up, what did you think?
I'm trying to think whether we went out that road that we seen him walking down and went back out the way we came. I think we came back out the way we came.
You had to go down and turn around and come back out.
Yeah, I think we actually turned in that road and backed up and went back out the same way. Yeah, I didn't see him.
So when you went back out that way, you didn't see where he had gone to or where he was at that time.
He wasn't running, but he was walking at some moderate pace.
Wasn't jogging or anything like that.
No, he wasn't jogging, but he was just walking.
Is there anything else you remember?
Really. The girl next door did well. He picked up herself. She came home.
Did she say anything to you?
Mm-mm. She had just pulled up.
What did she do when she pulled up?
She just went inside the house.
Anything else?
You know,
Did you tell what kind of shoes that guy had on?
the pants were real kind of big at the bottom. I couldn't see.
They said those were kind of like a medium color blue jeans.
Yeah, medium to dark, not real dark, but about medium dark.
But the
I
color
remember
you
that.
have on or darker than that?
It'll be a little bit darker than the blue jeans I have on. But I remember his backpack color on.
That's pretty bright.
Yeah, it was bright orange. Yeah.
You couldn't see his arms. So I was anything else? We're going to interview that about 1:45.
Okay, Ms. Bryant, but you would agree that the recording is an accurate, sorry, Ms. Williams, you would agree that the recording is an accurate description of what you gave to law enforcement?
Yes, yes.
All right, and we've discussed, I believe we've already agreed that that interview took place on January 22nd, 01. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, now on court's indulgence. So we have January 19th, it's the day you see the person. Then we have January 22nd, it's the day that officers interview you. We've agreed on that. All right, so we would agree that at this point, 3 days have passed since you've last seen this person.
Yes.
Okay. And it probably goes without saying, but this person didn't do anything to you that would make them memorable. Is that right?
No.
Okay. 4 days after that, which will put us at 7 days, Friday, January 26, 2001, you meet with a sketch artist. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay. So we could agree that a week has now passed since you've seen this person that's walking.
correct.
Okay. So I ask you this. Do you believe that you told the sketch artist about this gentleman's forehead and how his forehead?
At the time, yes. Yes, I believe everything that I said was accurate at that time.
If it was said, correct?
If it was said, yes.
It may not have been said, is that right?
It's 25 years ago.
That's true. Eyebrows. 7 days, a week later, you, of course, no. I'm sorry. Eyebrows. Do you recall, and I emphasize language recall, Ms. Williams, do you recall giving a description of the individual's eyebrows?
I really don't recall the full description at this date and time.
Okay. And if you don't, you can just say, I don't recall, okay?
Yeah, I don't recall.
How about the bridge area of the nose, which is this area right here?
I don't recall.
Okay. How about the nostrils shapes? Do you recall that?
I don't recall.
Okay. Now, you said that the person that you saw had a goatee. Is that right?
Goatee?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I don't have a goatee, right? Okay, you would agree. I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 99. Do you see a goatee?
Not really.
So that answer was a no. Is that correct? Was that a no?
Well, now my husband has a goatee, but it's a different kind of goatee, so I really can't answer that question, Corey.
That's fair. I have no more questions for you. Thank you. Publish. And you're going to publish State's Exhibit 99 to the jury.
You may. Any redirect, Mr. Bolden?
No, Your Honor, I would ask that the witness be excused.
Any objection from defense counsel?
I believe we have under subpoena. I would just ask that she stays on call status.
All right. You are free to go if you would just make sure that Mr. Cruz has your contact information and you are on call.
I don't know what they doing down there in Georgia. I don't know what kind of witnesses they have coming in there testifying. I know that we cannot determine who our witnesses are or what background. We can't determine our witnesses, right? That's fair to say. But guys, come on. You can't see from the picture if this person has a goatee or not. Like, it's a yes or no question. I don't know. I think that this is so cahoots. Like even if I was looking at somebody, I would not be able to tell you what their eyebrows look like. I mean, y'all been looking at me every day. Can y'all tell what my eyebrows look like? So could you even imagine in 5 seconds or 10-second encounter trying to describe what somebody's eyebrows look like? Can y'all tell what my nostrils look like? How would you describe my nostrils? Like, what are we doing here? So now I'm starting to think that they're just creating stuff and making stuff up to fit somebody. I don't know. And I don't like her on the stand. I don't like what she said on the stand. I don't like her disposition on the stand. I don't like any of it. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. We can't say where our witnesses is coming from. We can't testify to, we can't pick and choose our witnesses, but I just, like, we just listened to the recording, like he's showing you a photo, like, does this man have a goatee or does he not? Unless there's different versions of a goatee. She said that her husband got a different goatee. I don't know what kind of goatee. I always thought a goatee was the little, you know, that little stuff right here. Like, I'm really confused. I don't even know how she is describing even the other features. But let's go back into court.
All for this case, but you are free to go for today. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 12:25. We're going to take a lunch break, and I'm going to explain a couple of things. I do know there is a juror who needs to go to the airport on Friday afternoon. Is that right? Who's the person that needs to go to the airport? Or somebody's leaving to go out of town. Maybe that's it. Okay, there was a car motion. Got it. Okay, we're going to obviously work around that. And so I have ordered lunch for all of you, and I'm going to do that tomorrow and Friday. We're going to take a lunch break, but it's going to be shortened in duration. We want to get in as much of this case as we can before we break for the weekend. We're going to honor whatever plans that juror has. And I think there was another conflict with the juror for that afternoon, Dr. Waller. Okay, so we're certainly going to honor those commitments. So in the interest of time, I've ordered lunch for all of you. So we're going to bring it to you in the jury room. Enjoy your lunch. Please don't discuss the case. If anybody needs to get to their car for any reason, if you'll knock on the door, we'll have a deputy escort you. But other than that, if you'll just stay in the jury room, and we're going to bring you lunch. So go into the jury room if you would. Enjoy your lunch. We're going to be at recess until 10 after 1. So about 45 minutes. Thank you. What's that? We'll have everybody go into the jury room. We'll talk about it. Thank you.
So we got jurors that's gonna be taking flights. I don't know how that works, like going on trips and stuff. I don't know. Look at who done dropped on in. I am shout. Ain't that something? Well. What's that? How's it going? Is it warming up? At least she ordered lunch for them. Okay, maybe they fully going to lunch. So I wonder how that's gonna work with all these people got different plans and stuff. Like, what if you get stuck out there on your trip or your flight is delayed? Or how does that work? Are you on jury duty? Okay. Okay, so let's do this here. I did want to go over some of the other testimony that we saw previously. So let me get that testimony up for us to rewatch. We shouldn't have that much time for rewatching of anything because we did have TiVo time. So I'm assuming that they'll be back soon. Wait a minute. What time did the judge say they're going to be back? Do y'all know what time the judge said they would be back? I'm going to message you on Discord. I got a question for you. Thanks, therapist. I got a question for you. I am going to message you on Discord. So look out for it. Don't ignore me, please. You can just tell me yay or nay. And I appreciate it very much so. Okay, so we will go back and look at some of the testimony that we have seen in this case. Is nothing. I personally enjoy looking at testimony twice. No, I'm not going to show. I do have the other stuff, but I'm not going to show it. We'll wait. Let me see here. Channel. Let me go on here and grab us a video to watch. This case is just, ugh. You know, I'm telling y'all, it's another Wolfenberger case. I'm telling you, as soon as they bring in the Waffle House, that will seal the deal for me. I'm just waiting for the Waffle House to come in. And then I'm Gucci out here. Like, once the Waffle House come in, that's all she wrote for me. That Waffle House. You know, they like for some reason, they like the Waffle House down there in that those parts. Okay, so I am going to put on the medical examiner's testimony because I really want to know about this mix-up. And I'm going to have my notes out. I'm going to take my notes so I can make sure that I write it down so I can understand exactly what was mixed up and who, what, where, and why. Share.
Role, or what do you do as a consultant in the area of Georgia? And on that date, did you have the occasion to perform an autopsy on the body of Tara Baker?
Yes, I did.
Can you describe briefly the condition in which the body was received?
The body was received enclosed in a black body bag, and the body, my recollection was that she was